can't even... Is it still not... God! Ah! Ah, thank you. Hold on, I'm struggling. As always, nothing's new. Give me 1 second. We got there eventually. Lord Jesus, is this the sketchiest setup I've ever done? Absolutely. I'm gonna summarize in a little bit, but first, hello Odin, welcome. Divinity Raven, welcome. Luna, always good to see you. Ready for sleep, hello. Yeah, new kitchen star, girl, look at this! We also got a new setup because I tried doing what I normally do and setting up my phone to record. That didn't work because I don't know why. New IP addresses and junk, I guess. Oh no! Guys, it's a struggle. I'm literally... My boyfriend's like, oh, like your thing's not working? How about we use like my old webcam? So that's what I'm using right now. It's a very interesting setup. I have it slightly on my ring light, and when I say slightly, I mean this is what we're doing. It was a struggle. I was gonna start streaming. I didn't even set up I don't know how to set this up, to be honest. It's a struggle. I tried my best. I'm trying my best. The ring light fight, that's what it is. Let me drop this down a little bit, maybe. So you get, I don't know, some of what I'm doing in frame. I also have, like, my laptop, like, precariously set on the table right now. It's a vibe, guys. Also, it's been a while since I've streamed, so here we are, I guess. Let's try it a little bit lower. I feel like you're at, like, table, like, now the chair is in the way. It's a mood, it's a vibe. Lord Jesus, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. So glad to have you all here. It's been a hot minute since we've talked. Okay, I literally just can't move my computer. Would it just be better if I just maybe set this just directly on? This is the stream now, guys. Me trying to figure out how to do things that I've been doing for several, I don't know, like an entire year. Okay, move these out of the way. Get you up. This seems like a setup. Is this better? I don't know why I'm asking, is if I can see your responses right now. Or if I can see the screen myself. That's... I'm struggling. Ooga booga, did you scare me? Absolutely, ramen noodles. I am terrified for my life. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I think this is the best we're gonna get. I'll figure out stuff later, but this is the first time I'm streaming in new location. I got it. I also feel very tall right now because, I don't know. If I stand in frame like this, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're on to cookie making. So I got recipes, multiple, 2 whole pages because we're making 3 cookie doughs today, which include making marshmallows at the same time. Thank you, Big Fish. Appreciate it. I hope you're appreciating the struggle right now because it looks like there's like this interesting filter on me, but also it's kind of a vibe. 17 dozen? No, just 7. One more one than we thought, but it's still happening. A lot is happening. We're starting, except I actually don't know. I measured these all out in grams because I'm like, who uses cups? But I know where my cups are. I'm not entirely sure where my scale is right now. I set up nothing, and this should surprise none of you. I actually really don't remember where I put my scale, if I put it somewhere at all. This entire stream is just going to be me struggling to survive. I mean, that's every stream, let's be honest. We got some command hooks in there. I literally set this whole place up myself. Like, I set up the whole kitchen because I'm like, I'm gonna be using the kitchen a lot, so like, let me set everything up for it. I don't know where my scale is, though. I don't even remember putting it in the kitchen, I'm not gonna lie. This is everyone's favorite part, like, just the absolute chaotic nature of everything I'm doing. Where did I put my scale? Tempted to go ask my boyfriend, but I don't even think he would know. Did I put it over here? I'm woefully unprepared. I'm gonna go search for it for a little bit. Wish me luck, give me uno momento, por favor. It's a scale. It was in a plastic bag. I found it after asking my boyfriend. We're one step closer to making 7 dozen cookies. Oh my god, it's been a time. We're making marshmallows first, because the 3 cookie flavors I'm making candy cane, hot chocolate, and ginger snap cookies. So we're making the hot chocolate ones last. Amanda for scale. We're making the hot chocolate ones last, so I'm gonna make the marshmallows first, so when we put the marshmallow into the chocolate, it's done. You get what I mean. We're starting with marshmallows. I think marshmallows was my first. Also, it's serious time, because I'm taking off the ring. And I should also wash my hands, because if you didn't know, I picked 5 people who followed me in the month of November to receive said cookies. So these are actually for consumption, so I can't just disobey, I don't know, the laws of food. I was gonna say the laws of the FDA, but I don't think let me just here. Hey guys. Hey guys. How's it going? You guys having a good time? I was in gymnastics for a while. I can do this. I also almost broke my back in gymnastics, so never mind. No, I cannot do that. But I feel like I should I also have a bandana on? It's too late, I already washed my hands. These are the cookies. Yes! A good time. Who are the 5? I already messaged them. So, as long as they, message me back in the span of a couple days. I might have to pick another couple people, though. I don't know. I'll figure it out. That's a later problem, guys. I say as I'm, crouching down. I feel like I should just put one of the bar stools over here. Anyway, back to actual baking content. Lord Jesus. I've been streaming for 10 minutes. None of the baking has actually happened. Alright, we're gonna start off with 6. That is, I need ounces. I lied. 9 ounces of sugar. 8, 9. And a little more than 9. We need corn syrup, which I have. I swear I bought all the ingredients for this. I promise. It's back here. I know where things are in my kitchen. It's almost as if, I just set this entire kitchen up in the span of like a day. It was a good time, but Lord Jesus, do I have so many pots and pans. Woo, diabetes. I always feel so bad for just, I don't know, all the people that can't have like actual, I don't know, because diabetes is more like carbs than sugar. Apparently, I don't know, I was working at Mariano's for a while, and someone came in and they're like, do you have anything that's like, you know, good for diabetics? And I'm like, ma'am, we're a bakery. I don't think anything here is good for you. Not only just for diabetics, but everyone in general. And she's like, no, we need something that's like gluten-free. And I'm like, again, this is a bakery, but okay. We're gonna do 2.5 tablespoons of corn syrup. This one, I did not measure up in grams, because I used a random recipe online. And for some reason, it was in grams and cups, but I feel like none of the gram measurements equaled the cup measurements. I don't know. Let me just rinse this off so I can use it again in literally probably like 20 seconds. It's sticky on the inside, but I don't know. It's pure sugar. Everything that's about to go into these cookies is basically pure sugar. Or specifically into the marshmallows. Third a cup of water. Literally everything I do today is just going to be me opening like 4 drawers before I actually find the thing I need. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Third cup of water. Look at that, we're accomplishing things. We almost got like an amount of the recipe completed. Alright, so this goes on the stove. We're gonna heat it to a temperature. Do I remember what temperature? Absolutely not. Do I need to know the temperature, or can I just follow it with my heart? I probably should not be following this with my heart, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Who's gonna stop me? The baking police? I also have not a better oven, but it is an oven. I don't know, like, it's better because it's bigger than my old oven, because if you remember my last oven, I literally couldn't fit, like, my biggest sheet tray in there. This one's bigger, but it still doesn't, I don't know what, like, temperature the inside of the oven is. I don't know how long it's been in there, because there's a timer, but, like, the clock on the timer doesn't work. I don't know. Life is hectic right now, which is what you guys love, so I don't know why I'm trying to apologize. Take a pastry brush, wipe down the edge of the pot, because, can you see the pot? If I just tilt you this way? No, because I got stuff in the way. These are for later. See, look, it's a pot. You can see it. We got there eventually. Oh, God. Paint down the sides so it doesn't crystallize. Yoink. Get that there, and then in this bowl, see this bowl right here? We're gonna add 17 grams of gelatin. I had over here. You made me move out of the way so you can see. You're welcome. 7 dozen cookies. All of the cookies. I shouldn't follow this with my heart, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Me with every relationship. Wow, what a time we're having. Alright, add some of the gelatin. This is still in ounces. I don't want ounces anymore. 17 grams of gelatin. That's 15. I'm gonna go with good enough. I'm gonna add a little bit of cold water to the bottom to start the blooming process. Cold water, to be specific. Yoink. 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 Get that in there. Get it gelatinized. Is that a word? It is now. I got a tiny whisk here. Again, Amanda for scale. I'm just gonna whisk up all the gelatin at the bottom. Heck yeah. This is gonna bloom. I'm gonna set this aside to bloom. In the meantime, sugar's going, everything's going, all at once, constantly, all the time, and I think that's why I have anxiety. Also, I got lost at Great America when I was a kid, but that's a whole nother story. Alright, so there starts the marshmallows, which is where I wanted to start. I don't know what I want to do next. I want to wipe down this counter because I spilt water everywhere. And I have paper here, and none of it's laminated. I hated that so much when I was at work. And, like, we would get new recipes, and they'd be like, here, try out this recipe. And I'm like, yeah, but it's on paper. And it's not laminated, meaning there is nothing protecting this from the devastation that is me. So I'd be, like, super careful around the bakery with this piece of paper because I was afraid I was gonna get it super dirty, and then I usually would. But then we would just print out a new recipe. But also, our printer was garbage. I think I'm gonna start the candy cane cookie next. I took most of these recipes from online, and then I did some stupid stuff to make them better. So, like, I took, like, a sugar cookie recipe, and I'm gonna add, peppermint extract to it to make it a candy cane cookie. Ginger snap cookie is pretty easy. I just took a regular chocolate recipe, or chocolate cookie recipe, and then instead of using cocoa powder, I'm gonna be using, hot chocolate powder and adding marshmallows. So, now you're up to speed on my thought process. You're welcome. Welcome to the inside of my brain. Never mind, I should not be you're welcoming. I should be apologizing for seeing the inside of my brain. This is it, though. Just this frame right here, me, like, squatted on the ground, like, camera slightly tilted. This is what my brain perfectly encapsulates right here. Alright, we're looking good on that front. I also have my KitchenAid mixer, which it needs to be plugged in, because I have not used this yet, oh god, at this apartment. I do luckily have more than one outlet, so it's been a good time. And when I say more than one outlet, I mean I have more outlets in my home now, which means all of my extension cords that I've been using everywhere else can now be purposed for the kitchen. It's bubbly, it's boiling. We're gonna hin it because that is my favorite thing to do. Dishes, we want to do dishes. Please do my dishes, Evan. We haven't made dishes yet. Don't worry, there are still already dishes in the sink that I've been procrastinating doing. So there's gonna be lots of dishes because I'm gonna have to wash this bowl like 4 times. We're making marshmallows and then we're making 3 different types of cookie doughs. So here we are. Alright. It's looking ready. So I'm just gonna turn this on because the gelatin's been gelatinizing. Again, this needs to get to a temperature. I don't know what temperature, but a temperature. I want to say like 244 or something. I'm still not gonna measure it though. I'm just waiting for a slow bubble. In the meantime, the gelatin should not be gelatinizing like that. So how's everyone's day been? It's been a while since we've talked. I've been having a good time. Picking up and putting away all of my stuff that I've ever owned into boxes and then taking those boxes to a new location and then unpacking all of those boxes and putting them where I think they belong. It's been an interesting time. Got sugar mixture. Get that on a low speed for now. Get a little bit more up to speed. Do a slow pour. It smells like gelatin. If you know what the smell of gelatin smells like, you know I'm not having a good time. got that going. I'm gonna let that go for an ungodly long time. In the meantime, we're boiling the pot to make it less sugary. It smells heavily like gelatin right now. That was right. That was it, right? Until the end? Yeah. It's getting gelatin. Well, not gelatiny anymore. Marshmallowy? Marshmallowy is the word I'm looking for. Brown, or bourbon brown butter snickerdoodle? Oh! That sounds nice. Alright, moving this, oh god, out of the way. Except it's hot. Because I just added very warm sugar in there. Anyway. How about get you looking down here? That's better. Question mark. Alright, in the meantime, I'm going to start measuring out all the ingredients for the rest of these cookies. So I'm going to start with the candy cane cookies, measuring out the dry ingredients, which I need an ungodly amount of flour for, and some measuring things to measure things in. So that, there. Alright, start with the candy cane. Flour, 300, or 803 is what I meant. Which seems like a lot, and then I remember I'm making 7 dozen cookies. That was too much, actually. A little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. That is the flour for 1 cookie. I also need a tablespoon of baking powder and a tablespoon of baking soda. Leavening agents. Marshmallow's looking marshmallowy, which is good because that is what I'm making. I'm trying not to like get it everywhere, but look! Marshmallowy fluff. I'm gonna actually throw this into a greased pan. First I need a pan. Hey look! A pan! I know where things are in my kitchen. Unlike what you guys think subconsciously and what I also think subconsciously. Spray the pan. Up, up, up. Get a nice good huff of Pam spray because, I mean, nothing gets you higher than life, but also a little bit of inhaling a bit of Pam spray. I look so dark back here. Do I need to turn my ring light up more? No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't huff the flour. Yeah, no. Snorting flour is not a good time. Not that I've snorted flour before. Please don't think that I've snorted flour before. I'm just gonna throw that in there for now because struggles. Right. I'm gonna take this, grease this up, so hopefully I can get stuff off. Get out of there. Get out of here. If you grease everything else, then it makes the process easier. Hear that? It's a good time to be greasy. Get in there. Get in there. It's also impossible to, you know, scrape anything off of a whisk attachment. I don't know why they don't just, like, make easier, cleanable whisk attachments. Because this is so difficult. There's so many, like, little nooks and crannies, but there's... I give up. There's more in the bowl. I can get the stuff in the bowl. Because again, I'm also gonna... Oh no. I'm also gonna need to clean out the bowl. God, I really can't wait for my... for me to start getting noise complaints from my neighbors being like, what is happening in there? You know, don't worry about it. Don't you worry your sweet, pretty little head. We're just making marshmallows in the most struggling way ever. Get that in there. Get that in there. I was gonna try to spread it out, but I think that's a bad idea at this point. Maybe a little more grease. A little more grease. Does that do something? It makes the marshmallows greasy. That's something. I think that's the best I'm gonna get for the marshmallows right now. I can't believe I did this for like my first stream. Like my first baking stream, I made marshmallows. And now I'm making marshmallows as like a side project. I kind of just want to go in with my hands. Slap a little bit more in there. I am very glad it's a marshmallowy texture because the last time I tried to make marshmallows for the s'mores bites, I didn't make them very well because I used literally only ingredients I had in my kitchen at the time. Which I did not have enough gelatin, nor did I have any corn syrup, nor did I really do anything. It was a panic stream. Sometimes I have streams where all I do is panic. Not gonna lie, that is a good majority of my streams. Anyway, hands down the best tool in the kitchen. Yeah, your hands, nature's greatest baking tool. I need to wash that in a second, but you know what? It's a later problem. It's gonna soak, it's gonna sit, we're gonna not use cold water. I also have this boiling water over here. We're learning, we're laughing, we're loving. We're figuring it out. Okay. Marshmallows. Done for now. We'll deal with you in a second. You're a later problem. Alright, back to candy cane cookies. Got the flour. Now we need... Oh, it's a teaspoon. Teaspoon of baking soda. I have teaspoons. Also, the floor already feels sticky, which is slightly concerning. At least it's not greasy. Every time we used to do stuff at work, and like we would use the Pam spray, especially for parathas, which is like a potato dough thing. The floor would always get super greasy, and so you would walk in and be like, oh, you're doing a paratha party? Whoops! There you go. Alright. Anyway, baking soda. 1 teaspoon. Get a good teaspoon in there. 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons of baking soda. No, wait. That was baking soda. This is baking powder. I understand what I'm doing. To a certain extent. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1. 2. We got that. I didn't pull out any butter because, again, why would I prepare for these things? Why would I pull anything out? I've got so much butter, by the way. I really hope it's enough, because my parents took me grocery shopping before they left, because they helped me move in, and they're like, hey, do you need anything? I'm like, I need 5 pounds of butter. Completely normal. Wait, can I tilt you up more? Will that might be the angle we're at for the rest of the stream. It's not a bad angle. I still have to crouch down a little bit, but it's like a nice squat. It's my workout. I'm not doing the squats in the elevator with the 50-pound bags of flour anymore, so now we just do the squats like this. Oh yeah, it's the good butter. Why would I stick you guys from the good butter? I always use the good butter. Alright. These go off to the side, because I'm definitely gonna need them still. Alright, now we're on to the flours and the sugars. Or the sugars and the butters. Butters and sugars, sugars and butters. I'm attempting to rinse out the marshmallow bowl. What else do we need? 500. Tear that out. Find my bench scraper. I had it at one point. I think it might, oh, that's a lie, it's not still dirty. It's in the clean pile, and then soon it will be in the dirty pile. Wish you were getting cookies. I probably will do another giveaway again, because these are pretty fun. Like, this is like the only way you guys can really, like, eat my food, because I can't technically sell it because the FDA thinks that's a no-no. Even if I, like, got, like, a professional, like, FDA-approved kitchen, they're like, no, like, unless you own, like, an actual bakery, you can't ship things nationwide, or even, like, state-wise. Like, if I start making, like, cute little baked goods, I would only be able to sell them in the city of Chicago, and only in farmers markets, or, like, door-to-door sales. Which is wild, because you can do so much other stuff with so many other things. Alright. How much is that? $2.25. I need $5.35. But I think I might just go with $500 because I'm afraid I'm not gonna have enough butter. I'm just chopping it up into little pieces though, because again, I did not pull it out beforehand, so it's not tempered, so it's gonna be interesting to make cookies out of, but it's a later problem. I can sell expensive stickers that come with free cookies. You're right. I could. There's like little loopholes I can do, but like, as like an official bakery person, which is sad because like I see so many other people like selling shit on like Etsy and I don't know, literally everywhere. There was that one girl on that one girl selling sauces. She didn't even know what the FDA was, so I know it's the Food and Drug Administration, so I feel like I deserve. They just do a test of like, oh, are you allowed to sell things, food-wise? And it's just one question, and it's just, what does the FDA stand for? Now, the pink sauce was a horrifying tale. Alright. Butter. In here. Now, my hands are buttery. And my kitchen sink is full of dishes, so it's an interesting time right now. We haven't even technically gotten through one set of cookies. It's a good time. It's a good time. Alright, butter. Get the sugar, which is 629 grams. Sugar. I should have sprayed, what even technically is this? Canola oil. Let me oil up my hands so my hands don't get oily. It's the perfect solution. Hands won't get buttery if they're filled with oil. Alright, 629 grams. 629 grams. Don't worry guys, I got backups. How much is this? It doesn't even tell me, does it? Oh no wait, it's a 10-pound bag. Don't worry guys, I got extra sugar. It is the canola with flour in it. There's also going to be sugar everywhere because I don't know why. Like if you've literally ever gone to a grocery store and you pick up a bag of flour or sugar, like you can just like touch it a little bit and some of the flour and sugar falls out. I'm like, why is like flour and sugar packaging just so garbage? It gets everywhere. It's not actually fully sealed. I don't know why I'm filling this up as if I'm not going to have to fill it up 4 more times. Anyway, now my floor is slightly sticky. No stab. Sorry, these ones actually open. I can give you a stab for funsies, for old time's sakes. There you go. A little stabby stab. It's so the mice don't starve to death. I moved into this place, and I'm slightly concerned because, like, if you saw my TikTok, like, they left a bunch of stuff here, and underneath the cabinet was an ungodly amount of, like, pest killers. Like, rat, ants, like, all of these traps and stuff, and I'm like, am I supposed to expect these things to, like, come out of the woodwork? Because I'm honestly terrified. Alright, 629. 29. There we go. Alright, we got the dries, the butters, and the sugars. And a lot of sugar on the table. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I also love how bright the butter looks. Move that to the side so I continue to look like I'm in a fucking Walking Dead episode. You know, like that, like, downplayed grayscale. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but, like, my switch, like, this flannel is blue. My hair looks brown. It's, like, sepia toned. Also, can you not? Anyway. Fire truck, no, that's an ambulance. Ambulance aside, excuse me. I'm trying to do things here. If you could die on another street, that would be preferred. Thank you. What else do I need? Eggs. I need 2 eggs. I'll also give you guys the fancy eggs. Unfortunately, for some reason, I bought these eggs, and I looked at, like, every carton of eggs, and I could not find a chicken newsletter, and I am upset. I was promised a chicken newsletter from the pasture-raised Vital Farm eggs. That's their whole thing. That's the only point in me buying their eggs is so I can get their chicken newsletter. And I don't know if they were taken out or what, but it's upsetting because now I don't get a chicken newsletter. I don't get to know who the chicken of the month is this month. How am I supposed to know which chicken to root for? Anyway. Get some smaller bowls, because I need 2 eggs and 2 egg yolks, which I did not realize until now. Yoink. Yoink. 2 eggs. 2 yolks, which I should throw it in a deli. If you hate me using my hands to separate eggs, you should leave. Because that's the only good way to separate eggs. I don't know what everyone's doing out here, like shuffling them in between, like the shells. Like, you're gonna break the yolk. I kind of like hold it in one shell, kind of let it drip through. Oh god. And then in with my hands. Yoink. Get out of there. Bam! Now I gotta wash my hands. Hitting it, well, more like rinse them off because everything I'm gonna be touching is also gonna contain raw eggs. So there we go. That's. I also need a teaspoon of salt in with the dries. I'm also going to need to add peppermint extract, but that's a later problem. I used to, when I worked at Sugar Goat, add the extract in with the eggs, but there's also alcohol in every extract. So when you combine it with the eggs, it gets a little wonky, I'm not going to lie. So we're just going to leave that for later. But now, got all the ingredients except for the salt, because again, that's what I was gonna do in the first place, and then we didn't. Add tablespoon of salt. Teaspoon? Teaspoon of salt. What am I saying? I got the kosher salt in here, because it's kosher. I don't know. I don't know why every restaurant I go to and every, like, chef that I've ever talked to, they're like, nah, kosher salt's where it's at. iodized table salt is garbage. And I'm like, no one's ever really explained to me why. They're just like, no, kosher salt. Apparently also black pepper isn't good. You gotta get the white pepper. And I'm like, okay. Alright, so I got all the ingredients here for the peppermint or the candy cane cookie. Now I just need the bowl, which I am not looking forward to washing. Here, guys, come over here. Come with me on a journey over to the sink, except, oh god, there's so many wires everywhere. Hold on. Hey, how's it going? I'm trying to unplug my mixer right now so I can bring you over here. It's a struggle with one hand, not gonna lie. There we go. Now that you're not... Oh god. Never mind. Hold on. There we go. We got there eventually. Welcome to my sink. It's, again, filled with dishes. I also have some gloves. I'm not gonna use them because I only use the gloves when the dishes are really, really, really dirty. Again, the fucking sepia tone of this camera is insane to me. I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's a vibe, but it's just weird to look at. Interesting. Alright, I'm literally just gonna wash the bowl for now. I'll do the rest later. Maybe. Don't hold me accountable to that, though. But this is just already gonna be a struggle. Because it's a struggle every day to do dishes. Let alone marshmallow, sugar, struggles. Everyone's favorite part of the stream. I saw this kitchen and I'm like, wow, it's amazing. Like when I first came here to like tour the apartment to see if I wanted to live here, I'm like, dude, this kitchen is so amazing. It's so great. I love it so much. And he's like, yeah. Or like our realtor was like, yeah, but it doesn't have a dishwasher. I'm like, I don't need a dishwasher. The dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. And I've said quite a few dumb things before. I don't need a dishwasher. I'll do the dishes myself. That's a lie. I knew I was moving in with my boyfriend and I would be able to pawn dishes off on him. Because I'm like, I'm fine with doing basically every other chore. I just hate dishes so much. Because I've had to do more dishes than any person ever should have to do in their life. Because in culinary school, we didn't have a dishwasher, so we had to wash our own dishes on a daily basis. Except it would be like, oh, one person is doing the dishes, another person's like sweeping the floors, another person's wiping off all the counters. It would be like 3 of us doing dishes all at once. Like someone would wash, someone would rinse and sanitize, and someone else would like dry and put away. But like we would still do the dishes. 3 people would do the dishes of maybe like 20 people. So like imagine this times 20, doing that on like a weekly basis. I've done so many dishes in my life. I don't want to do any more. It's too late though, I already chose this profession. Alright. Bowl is clean, good to go. I guess I'll bring you guys back over to where you belong. Amanda, you should know by now we're going to hold you accountable. You shouldn't, though. Why? What in the world would make you think I can be held responsible and accountable for my actions? What have I done to indicate to you that? Alright. Wipe out the mixing bowl. I bring you back over here. Welcome to the other side of the island. I basically, decided that this was the apartment I was gonna buy, or like, this is the apartment we were gonna start renting, just by the island in the kitchen, because I thought it would be, goddamn it, I thought it would be such a cool, like, streaming setup for the baking streams, but I also just need a new, is that good? I also just need a new camera. I'm gonna, now I'm just so dark. You know what? I'm a ghost. I'm demonic. I'm in hell. That's where I am right now. I just need a new camera, because, again, my phone and how I normally set up stream wasn't working. So now here we are, but I'm gonna ask for a new camera for Christmas, and then hopefully the setup will be so much better. Razer? I do really like Razer products. They're very nice. So that's probably where I'm gonna lean towards. Wipe this down. My paper's already wet. Anyway, we're gonna cream together the butter and sugars. So, bowl, get into bowl. Now I'm wondering if these are gonna fit in my mixer. You know what? We'll figure it out as we go. It's fine. Come on. Get that in there. Shove you a little closer so you can see. And now we cream. Who's ready to get creamy? Not me, because I unplugged the mixer. Anyway, back to my new iconic catchphrase of who's ready to get creamy. Mix that together. In the meantime, I might as well measure out the butter and sugar for the other recipe. Or the other recipes, because there's still 2 to go. I guess next is on to the ginger snap cookies, which is also 526 grams of butter. We're multitasking, guys. It's just like how I did at the bakery. I knew these skills would come in handy one day. We're clipping things. Oh no. Should I be afraid? I feel like I should always be afraid. Anytime I could turn on the camera. Not because I think I'm gonna get canceled, but because I think people are gonna think I'm fucking stupid. Which I am, but I don't want you guys to think that. Butter is cubing. Butter is buttering. Alright, the butter's creamed. Or butter and sugar, so I'm gonna add the eggs and the egg yolks. Into the bowl they go. I feel like I should start preheating my oven. I'm only baking off a couple of these, but I also promised my boyfriend, who is currently getting drunk and gaming because he just got home from work, and apparently it was a very rough day at work, so he came home. We talked about his job for like 10 minutes, and then he's like, "You're gonna stream today, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm gonna get drunk." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "There's gonna be cookies later, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. So now I gotta bake off some cookies for him. So I'm gonna preheat the oven to 350? Question mark? Yeah. Again, the dial on the stove for the oven doesn't really. It doesn't really have numbers. You can see the numbers, but very faintly. Like they've kind of been like, I don't know. They've worn off, which is interesting. I don't know. Anyway, back to keeping butter, because that's what I was doing in the first place. For the other cookies, we're doing ginger snap next. Is that an amount of butter? I also have a little bit of butter over here that I might just yoink. That is 478. I still need more butter. I am very afraid I'm not going to have enough butter. How much do I need for this? Okay, I definitely did not do that recipe right. That is so much butter. Okay, and this is enough butter. I have this. I also have one more stick of butter, but I think after this I'm literally just not going to have any butter in my house. We're a butter-free household now, I guess. How much is this? Alright. Guys, I'm struggling. When aren't I, but... What does he do for work? He's like he works at one of like the fancy apartment buildings, and he basically cleans. He's trying to be like a building manager, but I don't know. It's a good time. Huh. I'm gonna turn this back on, add the flour slowly so it doesn't get all over the place. I say as I get it all over the place. I can't see that inside. Guys, why didn't you warn me? Just shh, shh, just shh, shh. There's just a trail of flour. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's going fine. Everything's going good. Everything's great. Shut up. Please. I just want you to work. I'm begging you. There we go. All the flour's in. Things are mixing. My floor is covered in flour now. And so are my pants a little bit, but my mixer is struggling. But we have cookie dough. That is a cookie dough consistency. You can't really see, but alright. I missed again. Don't worry about it, guys. Thank you for telling me, though. Okay, the last one I threw away, but I can assure you I cleaned this table, so we're just throwing that one back in. Look at that. I'm actually also gonna add how much peppermint extract? 3 teaspoons, which is a tablespoon. That seems like a lot of peppermint extract. So I'm not adding that much. Throw that in, mix it up. It smells pepperminty though. Enough that my heart is happy. That's the measurement I'm using. I'm also gonna add a little bit of red food coloring, but I don't want it to actually like fully incorporate because I want there to be like streaks of red in it because it's like a candy cane cookie. So that might be good. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I might have poorly planned this out so much that I might have to take this into a stream tomorrow, but I don't know. The mixer sounds troubled. Don't worry about it. It's doing fine. Alright. It's doing fine. Get the cookie dough out. Got some in it. There we go. I'm hoping this is enough, because I did measurements, but also I took the measurements off of the internet, which I think for this cookie, I got the recipe online and it was like, oh, it makes like 48, and I'm like, okay, that's a good amount. Like, that should like just have to double it, maybe double and a half the recipe, and it's like, make into walnut-sized balls, and I'm like, that's not the size of a cookie. Cookies need to be bigger than that. But also, do cookies need to be bigger than that? Is the music spirited away? It probably is. Well, no, it's not anymore, it just changed, but I don't know, I've been, I think this playlist only has 5 songs. One is from Spirited Away, one is from My Neighbor Totoro, one is Kiki's Delivery Service, another one is from Spirited Away, and the other is from Super Mario Galaxy. It's the piano version. So, yes. Alright. I got my ungodly amount of butter here. Well, ungodly amount of butter wrappers. Got this. I said this should make a couple dozen, but I'm not sure. Where is my cookie scoop? I had one at one point. I just need to know if it'll be too big, not big enough. There is no way it can be not big enough, but it's a good sized cookie scoop. Alright. best way to do this is. But then again, I never know what the best way to do things are. I mean, for God's sake, look at my setup. I just realized the mixer cord going through the shot. It adds character. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna put them onto a sheet tray for now, shove them in my freezer for later, so I can freeze them and then box them up and send them out later. I should put down parchment paper though, or at least plastic wrap, one of the two, something. I got parchment paper. There we go. See, again, I feel like this is too big, but we'll find out. We got one cookie. How many do I technically need? Oh no, there we go. Did I just break my scoop? How did I do that? No, we're fine. It's good. I've broken a lot of scoops in my day, but it's fine. It is scooping time. Did you guys miss scooping time? Because I sure didn't, with the fact that I feel like I'm breaking the scoop. Look at that. Why is it like that? I just gotta pop it back, I guess, on occasion. Get out of there. So, again, how's everyone's day going? I'm not having a good time right now, because it's been so long since I've done a scoop in time. My scoop is breaking. Okay, I need you to do that, and now be better. Thank you. It's not gonna be better. Not until I stop. The scoop was like, oh, you hated this at work? Let me make it so much worse for you. Don't even fret your sweet little head about it. I'm just gonna break at every opportunity possible. And I appreciate that. Alright, so I technically need... how many? 2, 4... I'm making like 7 dozen, so... need 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 24? Is this gonna make 24 cookies? I've made 8 so far. I've only scooped 6 cookies, technically. This is a whole mood. God, no, I'm grabbing one of the bar stools. I'm sitting down. Because if we're having a scoop in time, it's gonna be a comfortable scoop in time. And I also kind of wanted to get my head into frame a little bit without having to squat. It's been a good weekend. That's good. I'm glad everyone's having a good weekend. My weekend was... what is today? Sunday? My weekend wasn't that bad. It's just a lot of unpacking. Which, I prepared for by playing Unpacking Simulator. And everyone was like, oh, like, what do you want us to do, like, to unpack? I'm like, I don't know, like... I don't know what your method of unpacking is, but my method of unpacking is starting in the bathroom, because that's the easiest, because it technically has, like, the least amount of stuff. Like, it's just basically, like, bath mats, and, like, I just throw everything on a shelf. So, like, I started with the bathroom. And I worked my way into the kitchen, because, again, it's not hard, but... I mean, for me it's hard, because I have an ungodly amount of stuff. Like, in the game Unpacking, it's literally just, like, pots and pans and cups, and I'm like, what do I do with the chocolate forks? You know, the forks that you use to dip chocolate? Or, like, dip things into chocolate? What do I do with those? Unpacking did not prepare me for that. Hated it. Now, this scoop is garbage. Apparently I need a new scoop, because this is so much worse. Oh, the chocolate skewer, yeah. Halfway done crocheting a giant Coochie Kopi. Oh, I was gonna answer earlier when you asked if I like Bob's Burgers. I forgot, and then I panicked because I couldn't find my scale. But hell yeah, giant coochie Kofi. That's adorable. I'm excited to see that. Oh, my fucking scoop. Why are you like this? It's fine when there isn't anything in the scoop, but the second I try to scoop something, it's like, nah, this isn't what you want me to do. I'm like, no, it's exactly what I want you to do. I want you to be a functioning scoop. I'm about to start like hand rolling these, but I also want them to be like all uniformed in like one size. We're getting there slowly but surely. We're on to the first one. The first cookie. There's still so many more cookies to scoop after this. 10, 12, 14, 16. This is cookie number 16. Okay, now the new go-to is to scoop and shake. Shake it out of the scoop. Pamming it? That might help. It's just like... Now I can't even get this scoop out. I'm like, no, I cracked the code. I did not crack the code. This is also my scoop from culinary school, so it's been... Lord Jesus. It's been used. I'm just wondering why it decided to betray me right now. You know what? We're going with the hand rolling. I'm done with the scoop. Scooping time's over. I said I didn't want to do scooping time anymore. I'm sticking true to it. I tried my hardest to do the scoop. But no, nuh-uh. It's broken. I need a new scoop, I guess. Got a little bit left. Get it like approximately scoop size. That's about scoop size. One person's just gonna get like super ugly cookies and they're gonna be like, ah, I was the hand roll. Only for the peppermint ones though. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually a little big for scoop size. That's scoop size. This is scoop size. It heard me. Oh, the things in the kitchen always hear me. When I'm like, hey, I'm gonna struggle with this thing. You struggle 10 times more, but if you're like, oh, like this is gonna be a breeze, you struggle even more. Bam, that one's too big. I should be like, I'll do it with the next one. The next one I'll start weighing them out. They are very interesting though, and I added red food coloring to it, so there's a little bit of red food coloring stainage at the bottom of the bowl. It's fine. I'm doing the ginger snap cookies next. Those ones are dark. Hey, baby. Alright. I feel like this like perfectly made the amount I need. I also feel like some of them are a little bigger, but... Huh. Get a little bit more in there. One more. There we go. Cookies. Try to get the rest out. It's like a printer, it smells fear. Absolutely. Everything in the kitchen is basically... You know what? I have mini scoops. I think I'm gonna make the rest of this into mini cookies for me and my boyfriend. But I have to wash my hands first because they're covered in cookie dough. And my sleeves are falling down, so my sleeves are gonna get wet. There we go. have 2 baby scoops, I learned recently. So maybe the baby scoops will work better. Let me get a sheet tray. For the ones I'm baking. Need more parchment paper. Did I put it away? Probably. Look at me being forward thinking and putting things away when I'm done with them. Too bad I'm never done with any of this stuff. Get some parchment paper down there. On the stove it goes. Finish up the baby cookies. They're so cute. Little mini baby cookies. Onto the tray, into the oven, into the hellscape wasteland you go. They do smell very pepperminty, which is good. I think I can get one more mini cookie out of this. Mini cookie. One more, and then I gotta wash the bowl again. Again, not excited for. Get in there. Alright. Some mini cookies. Don't try this at home, but I'm trying this at my home. Yeah, it's a peppermint sugar cookie. They're good. Alright. This also gets set to the side. So many things getting set to the side. Alright, let me wash the bowl. Get out of there. We're doing other things now. You're no longer needed. Get. Alright, I think I got all the red food coloring out though, which is good. Bowl is washed again. For the second time now, we're gonna do a third time in a couple seconds. Wipe this out so I can use it again. Alright, where were we on the... I'm gonna need that paddle too, that's a later problem though. Where were we in the gingerbread or ginger snap cookie recipe? Need this much butter. Get in there. That much butter. Get the rest of the butter in there. I need... Where's my sugar? 932 grams. I feel like I misdid these recipes, but again, you look at a recipe online and it's like, oh, it's 12 servings, but a serving is like that big, and I'm like, that is not the adequate size a cookie should be. So now we're here, measuring out 932 grams of sugar. Yeah, 932 grams, and I need to wash the paddle. There's so many dishes. I also just realized I did not add any vanilla or salt to the marshmallows, but that's fine because I'm adding vanilla and salt to the cookie dough. They'll be fine. Drink some water. I will drink some water because it's been an hour since I've drinking water, but also my Tamagotchi is... Well, the Tamagotchi isn't dead. The machine for the Tamagotchi died. The battery died, so now I need to go get new batteries, but also, I am not in the time or mental space to have a child right now. So I just don't have a Tamagotchi right now. But we're drinking water. We're vibing. I wanna get... I have to do so much stuff for Twitch, but I've been doing so much stuff, unpacking. But I want to do a redeem where you can name my next Tamagotchi. I think that would be fun. Where was I? Butter, sugar, dishes. There we go. Battle attachment. Clean. For round 2/2, I only use the paddle attachment for 2 of them. I use the whisk attachment for the others, for the marshmallows, and that one I'm not cleaning until very much later. Alright. There's also flour, like, on the mixer. It's fine. Everything's fine. Get in there. That's creamin'. It's getting creamy. I still do have a child. I don't know where Mason is. He's probably hiding somewhere. Probably one specific spot that he likes to hide. That I've found is his favorite hiding spot, since we've moved here. Alright, I need eggs, which I still have out because I'm not done using them yet. That would make sense. I need 4 eggs. Again, this also seems like I'm unsure of how this will actually fit in the mixer. You got 1. With some shell. You guys don't deserve shell. 2. Also, again, with shell. What is going on today? 3. This time, no shell. 4. There we go. Yeah, Mason's hiding, but he's not screaming specifically because he's too afraid to scream. Most people scream in terror. Mason screams because he's not in terror. That's the only time he screams, but the move was a little stressful for him, and when I say a little bit, I mean it's stressful for everyone involved, let alone an animal that doesn't understand the concept of moving, or a lease, or what an apartment is. A good time. Alright. 4 eggs, and I'm also gonna add the molasses in here, because I have molasses, right? Correct. That is something I own. Where's my molasses? I know I have some. I know I do. What did I do with it? I have corn syrup. That's not the stuff I need. That's not the stuff I need. Where? Am I blind? Stupid? A little bit of both? Hold on, I'm about to do dangerous activities. You should watch this. Where is my molasses? molasses. I've bought some. Right? Oh no. Oh no. I can't really make ginger snap cookies without molasses. That's kind of the whole point of the ginger snap cookie. I swear I had some. But it's not in here, which is where I would have put it. I thought it would be up here, but it's not. Uh-oh. Where? What? The chaos has resumed. Guys, I try so hard not to have chaos. I also know that's exactly why you're here, though, so I guess it's a good thing that this is happening. I'm confused, concerned, all of the above. What the heck? So we've reached a problem. Because I can't make ginger snap cookies, without the molasses. That is good. Like, I can, substitute the, sugar for brown sugar, but I've already creamed together the butter and sugar. You know what? That could be for the hot chocolate cookies. We're moving on to the hot chocolate cookies, guys. What has happened? We're doing things on the fly. I can ask my boyfriend if he's seen it, but I don't know why he would know. He did know where my... I don't know. I feel like in the mix-up of things, I just didn't get... I'm starting to think if I actually got molasses or not. I guess we're just doing brown sugar cookies. Okay. We're gonna move on to the hot chocolate cookies. We're doing the hot chocolate cookies now, guys. Because I don't... Oh god, okay. Butter, sugar. We're gonna add some vanilla, I guess. Maybe, I don't know, the molasses will magically show up in my life while I'm looking around and doing things. As far as I'm concerned, we're making hot chocolate cookies all along. You're right. T-Mars, I feel like it's been a while since I've butchered your name. It's been a hot minute. Alright. So we got butter, sugar, we need, 4 eggs. At this point, I'm kind of winging this recipe. But then again, when aren't I? Alright, so we got butter, sugar, add the eggs. Get in there. We're gonna add a little splash of vanilla, the good vanilla too. Oh, I tend to stream while you're asleep. I apologize. I will try not to do that. And when I say not to do that, I mean I don't know your sleep schedule, and nor do I know my own streaming schedule right now. I want to set something up that's like a weekly occurrence, but also my life is extremely hectic, moving and trying to figure out a bunch of other stuff right now. I'll figure it out. That's a later problem for later. Alright. We got the butter and sugar in there. We got some vanilla. I'm gonna add some salt. I'm glad that I'm making mini cookies out of these because I want to make sure that they're good. Now that I'm officially winging this to a certain extent. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I never knew in the first place, if we're gonna be honest. How about... Add that in there. I need 900 grams of flour. I need more flour. But again, do not worry because I have more flour. Yoink. This one I'll do a stabby stab of. I gotta do the stabby stab so it's a good stabby stab though. There we go. Get in there. Rip this a little bit, rip this a little bit. Get in there. Hooray for the stabby stabs. Oh no. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's going great, guys. If you haven't realized already, everything's going super fantastic. Alright. How much? That much. Like 900-ish, sure. Like that much, sure. And then this is a hot chocolate cookie, so I'm going to add hot chocolate powder to it. This is Stephen's Gourmet Dark Hot Chocolate. I'm going to add like 400 grams of this. I gotta mix it up. Hold on. That mixes up. This is all kind of packed in there. Like 400 grams. Which now that I'm looking at that, it seems like a lot. So 228 is good as well. Alright. So we got flour, hot cocoa powder, baking soda. Again, at this point, I'm winging it, so let's say 2 teaspoons? 2 teaspoons of baking soda. 3 teaspoons of baking soda, because there's no baking powder in this. So I want to make sure that, you know, there's a leavening agent to it. There we go. Butter, sugar. We got flour, got hot chocolate powder, baking soda, butter, sugar, vanilla. Yeah. So here we go. I missed the stabs. Oh no. Don't worry, there's gonna be so many stabs. I think there's gotta be a better way to put this in the mixer without me literally getting it everywhere. Do I want to dirty a dish? I'm gonna dirty a dish. I already have these dishes over here. Yoink. I'm gonna steal the 1 cup measuring cup and just lightly put things in there. They make attachments. Oh my god, fucking! I've had this here the whole time! It's fine. Everything's fine, guys. I honestly don't even know how to really use this. I think that's just it. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm still gonna use the cup, though, because this seems sketchy. But I totally could have just been doing this the entire time. It's fine. We live, we learn, we love here at, I don't know. We always used to say that at work. We are living, we're laughing, we're learning, we're loving here at Little Goat. There's the mixer. It sounds like it's struggling. It's fine. You're fine. You're not even cookie dough yet. I should turn you down a little bit, though. You're like a wet cookie dough right now. I don't want you to be a wet cookie dough. You gotta be a regular cookie dough. Don't worry, I'm still managing to spill things. Oh no. All over the place. Don't do that. I don't know if this is supposed to like lock into place or What? Cookie dough inside. How you doing, though? You're looking like a cookie dough texture, but also still wet. Okay, you know what? This works, but I denounce it. Because I can't see what's going on with the dough as much. Yeah, I hear you. You're struggling. Aren't we all? There's just a little bit left. Get in there. Get in it. Look at that. There's so much dry goods. I still have one cookie dough left, but I'm gonna clean these up. That's a later problem for later. It sounds like it's struggling. That means it's done? Question mark? Yeah, sure. Again, I winged this one. So hopefully it'll turn out nice. I feel like there's also a bunch of no, I need to scrape this down. Hold on. That's not what I want. Sure, this is what I want. Okay, you get in there. And you get in there, and you, oh no. It's fine. I need someone to make a drinking game now of my streams where every time I say it's fine, you take a shot, except don't do that because that's how alkaline poisoning. That's how alcohol poisoning happens. Okay. Get in there. Finish mixing it up. We die. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, are you saying that's a bad time? Is that not the purpose of every drinking game, is to just get absolutely obliterated? To the point of almost death? I don't know. I wasn't invited to a lot of parties in college, nor was I in high school, so I'm not entirely sure how drinking games are supposed to be played. But also, I grew up in Wisconsin, so I was playing beer pong at the age of, 7 with, Mountain Dew cups. At, a family gathering. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we're gonna... Everything's happening all at once. All the time. We got hot chocolate cookies. Hidden it. Let me see how the marshmallows are doing. Let me wash my hands first because, Lord Jesus. Alright, everything everywhere. Again, all at once, all the time. It's fine. Oh no, I'm not forgetting the marshmallows. I could never forget the marshmallows. The marshmallows are set. So now I'm just gonna cut them into little pieces and kind of mush them in. I think this one I'm gonna have a lot extra of, or a lot left over. But hot chocolate cookie recipe, done. I say as I didn't even technically use that recipe. Alright. You can go over there for now. Take the baby knife that I've been using to stab things. Move you out of the way. Move you out of the way. You can go over there. Get a little spray, and when I say a little spray, I mean the knife is covered. And just cut it into little pieces. Get in it. They're a little difficult to cut, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Yoink. I think I'm gonna have to hand mix this part. Or maybe I'll just put a couple marshmallows on top. As a topping. Because I don't know how to incorporate these. Yeah, we definitely die. Shh. Shh. Okay, not a shot. You take a drink of water. Every time. Now we're all playing a drinking game. A hydration drinking game. These are gonna be so good when they come out of the oven. Oh my god. They're gonna be nice and fluffy. And sticky and gooey. A good time. There we go. Marshmallows. Cut. Sort of. I do want to try one of the marshmallows. A good time. I have to pee so many times, but you'd be so hydrated. Alright. Roll. There is a thing called water poisoning, so, everyone drink up. Alright. Back to cookie doughing. I don't know what the best method for this is. I think I'm just gonna... overwhelmed. Because I have all these other cookie doughs that I need to deal with. So, like, I don't know where to put my next round of cookie doughs. Should I just put them on top? Piece of parchment paper on top of the other cookie doughs and then just continue stacking the cookie doughs up. I have a tiny fridge. Like a tiny fridge and freezer, and then so I bought a mini fridge and freezer to keep all of my baking ingredients in, because otherwise I wouldn't have any room for any normal real food. Again, I put away the parchment paper. Good job me for being proactive, but like, what the fuck? Why are we being proactive? We know we're not proactive people. Oh god. Amanda, hi there. Hello, Phil. Welcome back to the stream. Glad to have you here. Throw that there. Now I'm not gonna put this away because I know I'm gonna need it again. So I guess we're just hand rolling this one, I guess. What is like a good size for this? That's like a good size. That's a cookie dough ball. I literally just am gonna stack these on top. What happens if I wrap the cookie dough in, like, the marshmallows in cookie dough? I'm a goddamn genius. Hey mom, I'm a genius now. Alright, then we're gonna need a little less cookie dough for these. Oh yeah, I was gonna weigh them. Nope, it's too late. It's too late. This is already happening. I'm just eyeballing things. Like this, that's a good amount. I also still feel like this was not incorporated as much. Now I'm just hand mixing it. It's fine. Everything is going great, guys. Another drink of water. Fuck, now I'm realizing how much I say that and how not true it is ever. Alright. More marshmallows. Shove them in. Oh god. Cover them up. Pinch the butthole closed. These are some big cookies now, guys. Okay, yeah, no, I'm definitely... Okay, I'm gonna measure them out. I'm gonna measure them out because this is impossible. Okay, that is 100 grams. This is a little over 100 grams. So 100 grams is a good amount, I guess. Put the 2 marshmallows on there. So dough is about 90 grams. That's good. Alright, we're doing things you can't see because again, my setup is very interesting at the moment. Is that better? Worse? I'm sideways now, so I don't really like. I want to adjust the camera, but like also my hands are still covered in cookie dough, so it's fine. It's not my face cam. Alright, so here we go. Shove the marshmallow balls in. Roll it up. Squeeze the butthole closed. 1, 2, 3. This is how I do meatballs. Drink again. God, I really am realizing how much I say this during my streams. It's wild. I feel like I also say that a lot. Now I kind of want meatballs, except I do these baking streams and then like I get done and I'm like, oh, by the way, I should like eat dinner. And then I never want to make dinner. I do have spaghetti and pasta sauce, so might have that. Because otherwise I have to order something and I have to figure out how to change my address on all the delivery service sites, which I'm not looking forward to. There's so many things that I have to change my address for. Like, I changed my address for, like, all the important stuff, you know, like the USPS. I changed, like, right away. I changed, like, all of the stuff that I need for this apartment, like my internet, and, like, electricity and all that stuff. But now I'm, like, trying to figure out what I do still need to change. Like, Grubhub, Uber Eats, I have to change. When I moved from my dorm room to, like, my first apartment, which was the last apartment I was in, I changed everything that I thought of, but then I forgot, I think, my Barnes & Noble's account, so it sent a book to my previous place, like the dorm that I was living in. And I'm like, I like called the front desk person at my dorm, and I'm like, hey, like, can I stop by and like get a package? Because I forgot to like, you know, switch my address over. And she's like, how could you forget to switch your address over? I'm like, I remembered for literally everything except for randomly my Barnes & Noble's account. Like, I'm sorry that I didn't think to switch that. My bad, but also stop being a little bitch and just give me my book. There we go. Another ball. Another ball. You have cheese sticks? Ah, now I also want a cheese stick. I want meatballs, I want a cheese stick, I want food that's not sweet. That was also always my problem at work. I'm like, I'm hungry, and they're like, well, we have a ton of snacks, and I'm like, yeah, but everything we make is sweet. I want a salty snack. Which is why we regularly kept potato chips in the bakery. Like, we had a whole snack drawer at one point. Or, like, snack Cambro. It was a good time, but, like, I never wanted any of the snacks in there because they were always open. I don't know. Alright, we got almost 8 down. I should, like, measure them out and then add the marshmallow to it. Also, there's, Lord Jesus, there's cookie dough everywhere. So start getting some balls of 100. Hitting it. That's 100. You're salty? Why are you salty? And a snack. Oh. Word plays. Guys, I'm starting to lose it a little bit. Alright. I feel like I should put the cookie doughs that don't have marshmallows on them somewhere else, so over there they go. Hitting it. Hitting it. There we go. I watched that later. Starting to, you're right. Thank you for calling me out on my bullshit of assuming that I didn't lose my mind years ago. That's a ball of 100. I gotta try to mix this up a bit better too. Because I got some chunks that look like a lot of butter and some dry bits. Also, my sleeve fell down again. I'm trying to shake my sleeve down. Oh no. Everything's fine. We're taking another drink. Alright. There we go. We're hand mixing. That's too much. That is also too much. That's too much, man. Guys, I've been rewatching BoJack Horseman. If that gives you the indication of where my brain level is at now. The flower on the counter reminds me of my 20s. Just call me Mark. Should I be concerned? I'm not going to be, because you seem like you have a handle on things. Everything's fine. God damn it. Another drink. You're right. You would die of alcohol poisoning if we played the drinking game. So it is water, which means all of you guys should be hydrated as frick. Also, I'm sorry I'm not in frame. I'm trying my hardest. It was a while ago, all good now. Well, now we're playing a drinking game, so... Except not a drinking game. Yeah, you're gonna die, just a water poisoning, which, I mean, I feel like is a lot more respected way to die than alcohol poisoning. Like, oh, they died of alcohol poisoning. Oh, well, like, sucks, but, like, the disease took them. But water poisoning is just like, why would you drink that much water? I feel like water poisoning is a lot more questionable than alcohol poisoning. Like, I just want to know, like, the numbers. Like, how many people show up to the ER with alcohol poisoning versus water poisoning. And not water poisoning as in the way of someone poisoned their water, in the way of, like, they chugged so much water they ended up in the hospital. Okay, what are we at now? Cookie dough-wise, we're at 8. And 8-ish. They died of alcohol poisoning, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's going so good. So great. All the time. Constantly. Okay, we got 8 balls of dough and 8 balls of dough over here. And I need how many? Also, reading it doesn't count. Sorry, no drinking the water, which is good because I put my heart and soul into that reading, so I wouldn't have to say it again. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 2. I'm figuring it out. There we go. A little bit more. I'm so sorry you guys can't see, but also you don't want to see what I'm doing. It's a nightmare. Just keep staring at the Pillsbury dough bitch on the side of the flour container. But also, yeah, I'll move you a little bit with my cookie dough hands. How's that? I moved you with my cookie dough wrists. There's not actually cookie dough on my wrists, so they're just normal wrists. Also, it's really hard for me to say the word wrists. It's also really hard for me to say the word sixth. I don't know. I'm just weird. I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in. I don't want to fit in. Have you ever seen me without this stupid hat on? That's weird. I will quote that till the day I die. I don't care that Riverdale isn't relevant and it's gotten so much weirder and so much worse. But I will never stop quoting Jughead with that one line. It's so good. It's peak tier writing. 100? I've gotten pretty good at measuring out what's 100 now. So I'm proud. Normal is boring. What was that one? Oh, normal people scare me. The one shirt that everyone got at Hot Topic when season 1 of American Horror Story came out. I was that bitch. Were you guys that bitch? Because I was that bitch. Now look at me now. Still look like I would wear that shirt. And honestly, I probably would. Welcome to the hand mixing. Am I crazy? Yes. Am I afraid you're completely bonkers? Oh my god, no, that's a fucking, I'm reading it, I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a Melanie Martinez lyric. You think I'm bonkers, you think I'm gone. Tell the psychiatrist that I need to up my medication. Because something is wrong. Got the latex suit and said, that's... there it is. See, the normal people... am I dropping frames? Oh no. I'm afraid. It's been a while since I've streamed for this long. Get that one. 3, 6... Need like 4 more. I was. But I stopped. Hooray! I'm so afraid of everything just like crashing all the time. Cause like before I was using my phone to like do the recording cause like my camera's set up right there. But, like, it wasn't working, and, like, normally, like, sometimes it would crash. And I didn't want to deal with that, so I stole my boyfriend's, thingy, face cam thing. But now I'm just in sepia tone, which is fine. We're almost there. Get that. One more. Except I gotta scrape down the sides a little bit and also wash my hands and also roll up my sleeves because my sleeves are annoying me. Hitting it because I didn't technically roll them up. Also, there's a bunch of cookie dough under my nails. But now that the stream is done, because I wanted to wait until I was done with making food for other people, actually, sorry, Nexus, it's not scooping time because my scoop broke. Doing the first scoop, my scoop broke, so now we're hand scooping, we're hand rolling. But scooping time, a little bit, yeah. I gotta scrape the sides of the bowl. I'll use this Christmas time spatula that I did not steal from the neighbors. Well, not the neighbors. I did not steal from the old tenants because, again, they left it here. Hey, baby. There's a lot of dry stuff at the bottom because I did not mix this very well, but you know what? We're gonna do with what we got. Gonna hand mix it a little more. It's still my boyfriend's face cam thingy. I'm learning all of the streamer lingo. I do the streams. I'm doing the lives. I'm living life on live. How do you do, fellow young kids? I say as a 22-year-old. Alright. Now that I got all the cookies. There's still a bunch of dry stuff at the bottom, but I'm gonna scoop that for the mini cookies. But I also need to add the marshmallows, so in you go. Get inside there. We're shoving them in, we're sealing the butthole closed. A good time for everyone involved. I do need to put together an Amazon wish list. I also need to get a P.O. box, so don't worry, those are on the list of things to do. I just don't have time to do them right now. Also, I just finally got the key to, like, our front door. We got 2 keys. No. I got a key to get into the actual building and then into the apartment. And then they're like, oh, we'll give you the second key once you actually move in. And so then we moved in and they're like, hey, here's the second key. And we're like, there was supposed to be 2. Because now we have 2 keys to get into the building, but we only have 1 key to get into the apartment. And they're like, oh, we didn't know you wanted that one. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean you didn't know we wanted that one? Like, we both need to get into the building. UPS and FedEx does better than P.O. boxes. There is, I think, a UPS store around here. I gotta go there anyway to drop off these cookies, so. But that's a later problem, for later. The amount of times I've said that's a later problem, in regards to just this week, it's immense. I've said it so many times. Alright. It's like, I'm trying to figure out, like, which ones I've added marshmallows to and which ones I haven't, but it's pretty easy to tell. Considering one of them looks nice and rounded and, like, nice. And the other ones look like little balls of turds. Which is fine. Sometimes baked goods look like shit, literally. But it doesn't matter. I also do feel like I'm making meatballs right now. There's another one. Shove that in there. That one's a little small, so we'll add a second one for good measure. Because I didn't properly cut these, but why would I do anything properly here? That seems like above my pay grade, and since I just lost my job, I don't have a pay grade. Shove that in there. I should move these from the oven. Because I have the mini cookies just like setting on the oven right now, and I can tell that the butter on them is melting. Because it's just sitting on top of the oven. So move that for now. That'll be for later. Marshmallow. Shove it in. Heck yeah. That's good. Couple more. Got 7 more marshmallow motherfuckers. If everything is above your pay grade, then nothing it is. Nothing it is indeed. I put effort into the streams, but not... Like, I put a lot of thought and things into these streams, but once it comes to the execution of it, I get frazzled. So, I don't know. Get 2 of these marshmallows, shove them in there. Get it in there. Alright, 4 more. You go in there, close you up. Get in there, close you up. 1 more. Some of these are a little dry, but it's fine. Oh no, that one fell off, but it's fine. God damn it, everyone drink water. Because I already said no to the alcohol. Alright, last cookie. I'm calling it out before you now, Stargirl. I'm very much aware of how much I say it now. Saying that and pretending to make it into a drinking game made me realize how much I say it. I guess these go off to the side for now. Please none of them fall on the floor. Please none of them fall on the floor. Please none of them fall on the floor. Hold these. Please none of you fall on the floor. Please none of you fall on the floor. I will cry. Don't think I won't. I fucking will. Alright, now you can fall if you want. I didn't mean that literally, but... Alright, grab the other mini scoop, because I have 2 mini scoops, which means I don't have to wash the first mini scoop. Got a little bit of not completely dry dough. Streaming is like doing the thing, plus narrating, plus stand-up, plus crowd control for chat. It's a lot. I mean, it's really easy for me to make cookies. It's like, I've been doing this for years at this point, which makes me feel old, but like, if I'm technically counting like professional work, it's only really been like 2 years. That's still years, plural. Alright, I'm gonna scoop the mini cookies over on the mini cookie tray. I don't know how I'm gonna add the marshmallow to these, but maybe I'll cut one big marshmallow into a bunch of mini marshmallows. Alright, if I get a little more dough, I'll be able to make another one. Hitting it. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut one of these marshmallows into fourths and then add the mini marshmallows to the inside of the mini cookies. Makes sense, makes sense. Oh no. Wait, this is the dry one. Hold on, let me... Not on the oven. We're not putting them on the oven, no. Because then bad things happen. Alright. Work that up a little bit. Seal them up. Butthole on the bottom. I really hope my boyfriend is just like listening to my stream, because he's just like in our gaming room, because we have a gaming room now, except I never use the gaming room because I like playing video games on the couch. Like, I just hate sitting in normal chairs. And like, so I need to get not only a camera, but I also need a desk. And I also need a comfy chair that I can sit in, because if I get a desk but not a comfy chair, then I'm never gonna use the desk, because I don't like the chair. Welcome to reasons why I think I'm autistic. Because I can't sit in chairs properly. And also a bunch of other things, but I feel like that's a big one. Alright. Marshmallow in the middle. Finish making. It's an ADHD bi thing. I'm like, it's a lot of things all at once that this is just telling me. So I just hate sitting in normal chairs, and even if I have a normal chair, I sit in it weirdly. Like, I refuse to put my feet on the floor. Like, I will curl myself up into a ball. That's like my favorite sitting position, is just no limbs. Like, it's like the equivalent of a loaf to a cat. Like, I'm just curled up into a ball. That's how I feel. Alright. Second cookie is done, and now We're on to the last and final one, which is the one I'm most afraid about because I realized I don't have molasses, nor do I think I have enough butter. We'll figure it out as we go. Well, there's also so much cookie dough and just flour everywhere. Alright. The rest of this in the trash. You go in there. I'm gonna take a moment. Have a pin in it. Put it on my hands. I think I'm gonna take a moment to consolidate things and just attempt to clean up in a little bit. Also got cookie dough on the floor. Okay, so I don't need the hot chocolate powder anymore. Flour I'll leave over here, parchment paper. This I'm done with. I have gelatin that I no longer need. I'm gonna crush up candy canes and put them on the candy cane cookies. So I leave them over here. Do I need egg whites for anything? Not really. Fuck the egg whites. Put the gelatin away. I still need the eggs. Look for the final time in my pantry to make sure that I didn't miss the molasses. Could have swore I'm trying to think because like I had molasses at my old place and I don't think I brought it with me, but I think I thought I brought it with me, so I didn't buy any more molasses. But we're gonna use the brown sugar, see how it works. These are clean. Kind of gather up all my bullshit. Get in there. I could just push this all into the garbage instead of into my hands because the garbage is right over here, but that's too much work apparently. I'm gonna grab this, wipe down the mixer a little bit. Not very well, but enough that people think that I'm functioning and stable. I like to give that facade to people. Why, yes, I am a functioning adult. Thank you for asking. That's how I got my boyfriend in the first place. He thought I was a functioning adult. I used to wash, like, my bath mats every time he came over. Like, I would wash my shower curtains. Like, the entire room was swept and vacuumed, and now he's living with me, and I'm like, hey, I don't want to take out the garbage. I don't want to do the dishes. Gather up all my bullshit applies to so many things. You're right. Alright. Oh god, wash the bowl. I was gonna say for the last time, but I'm gonna have to wash it one more time after this because otherwise it's just gonna be permanently dirty. So washing it for the fourth time? Ah! I was setting up stuff for the stream, and my boyfriend comes in and he's like, oh, are you going to do the dishes before stream? I'm like, no, I'm probably going to do them during stream. That was a lie. Maybe. Maybe it was a lie. I might do them while the cookies are baking. That seems like a good time to gather up all my bullshit. Rinse you out. the outside is dirty, but who cares about the outside? We're putting things on the inside. It's the inside stuff that counts, which is why I am such a garbage human being. To keep people away from me, because I'm pretty. Did that sound a little conceiting? Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know why every time like I compliment myself, I feel like I'm conceited. It's just like, oh, you know what? I am pretty, and I'm just like, wow, that was a rude thing to say. I don't know. That was a rude thing to say, you know, you being, you complimenting yourself. Also, my phone's over here. Alright. On to the ginger snap cookies, which, again, is questionable at best. But also at this point, I think I've been streaming for so long that my butter's finally softened. Everyone compliment yourselves right now. Say one nice thing about yourself. This sounds like a therapy exercise. Fun fact, when I was in the mental hospital, what a fun way to start a fun fact. When I was in the mental hospital, one of the things that they made us do was they were like, oh, you have to write, like, I think 20 nice things about yourself. And there were a bunch of kids, not me. I'm like, you know what? I'm here. I can do that. But there were a bunch of kids that were like, oh my god, I can't think of 20 nice things to say about myself. And so for every kid that they were like, oh, you have to, every kid that like complained about how they couldn't write 20 nice things about themselves, they had to write 40 instead. They're like, you can't come up with 20 nice things about yourself? Make it 40, and now it's a group exercise, but I didn't say anything, so I only had to write 20 nice things about myself, and I could do it by myself, which was a lot easier. I'm like, I can bullshit like 20 things that I'm good at, and I want to compliment myself on. It's easy, but now I have more self-esteem. I have great taste in Twitch streamers. Yes, you do. I feel like that is a compliment for both of us. My hands are buttery. I technically don't really have enough butter, but I'm gonna figure it out because there is no longer any butter in my house. There we go. So we're using brown sugar, which I do have. I feel like I should do some math real quick to figure this out, but no. I'm not going to. Brown sugar, get in there. Get in there. So I think I'm gonna use like 500 grams-ish. Or apparently whatever is left in this container. I'm not gonna say it. I want to say it, but I'm not gonna say it. Apparently I can't anymore. I'm not allowed. People are gonna make fun of me. Alright. I should take the spoon out too. Now I'm just adding the rest. Alright. All of the brown sugar, because I don't think I have any more brown sugar. No, I do not. Alright. Thank you, Witchy Dragonfly, for saying it for me. Alright, so we got the butter and sugar. God, I gotta wash the paddle attachment. Dry this off real quick. Alright. So we got that. Brown sugar and butter. Mix it together. The mixer's still here. This is actually a pretty good place for, like, streaming-wise. Like, you guys can see it. You can still see me. Look at us go. Figuring stuff out on the fly, because when else would we figure things out? Alright, that's going. In the meantime, 3 eggs. I think 3 eggs is good. I was gonna do 4, but now we're kinda not. 3 eggs. Yoink. Gather up all my shells. Hello, Huffletori. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Gather up my shit. Throw it away. I have 1 egg left. That's a lie. I have more eggs, but I have 1 good egg left. Let me put away my singular egg. Alright. Brown sugar and butter's going. I got the eggs. Time for some flour. Yoink. How much flour? I don't know. When do I ever? Been following my TikToks for a while? I'm glad you could make it to witness the absolute fucking chaos that is whatever I'm doing right now, which is winging a recipe because I forgot things. Is that good? Sure, yeah, that's good. Might be a little too dry, but again, still can't say it, so thumbs up instead. Now I need just an absolute fuck ton of spices, I guess. We got nutmeg, cloves, cinnamon, ginger? Yeah, ginger. Ginger. Salt. Yoink, all the spices, all the time. Witchy, this is your job now, is just when I look like I'm struggling, you just gotta say it. The best way to bake is with chaos. Alright, so I do need baking soda. Do I need baking powder? No. I'll do 3 teaspoons baking soda. I also need, I'm just gonna wipe this off. I'm not washing it. That's an easy job. You just start spamming it in chat. Just like she seems like she's struggling. Alright. Baking soda. Cinnamon. I can't fit the cinnamon in here, but we're doing 2 teaspoons. 1. 2. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And also a teaspoon of nutmeg. That's a little more than a teaspoon. It's fine. That time I said it. You know what? I'm following my own drinking game, so I got you. I'm gonna do like half a teaspoon of cloves. The recipe that I found was like, oh yeah, use a teaspoon of each, and I'm like, no. That's so much clove. That's an ungodly amount of clove. These are ginger snap cookies, so I am using an ungodly amount of ginger. Sure, that's like a tablespoon I measure out of a shaker container. Clove is very strong, and it wanted me to use a whole, like, so much, and I'm like, no. Nuh-uh. Some salt. I don't know why I thought There's like a noise in here that reminds me of my old sink, like the sound of my sink running, but like just a small amount. And I'm like, I keep feeling like my sink is on. To be fair, I think the sink drips a little bit. Which honestly is good because it's winter's coming. And I gotta leave it at a drip anyway so the pipes don't freeze. And there's a space heater in our hallway that's on 24/7. And like, I don't know, that's sketchy, but they're like, it's to make sure the pipes don't freeze. And I'm like, it's a fire hazard, but okay. It's fine. It's a cheap apartment. I'm not paying very much for it, but if I die in a house fire, my parents will get a large insurance payout. Is all I'm saying. Okay. Got butter, got sugar, eggs. I don't have molasses. But I got flour, baking soda, cinnamon, cloves, ginger, and salt. So I'm going to add the eggs. Yoink. Alright, throw this over here. I'm done with all the spices. Put all the spices back. I do need to add some vanilla, because I did not do that. You guys are even getting the good vanilla. I should have bought more good vanilla. My parents literally took me grocery shopping and they're like, buy anything you want. And I bought 5 pounds of butter, which I guess should have been 6, because I technically kind of ran out of butter a little bit. And I also should have bought molasses, because I did not buy molasses. But it's fine. Get that in there. I feel like I'm going to use the cup again. Where did I put it though? Rinse this out. Not gonna lie, the sink also feels violent. Like I turn it on and it's just a full gush. I feel like gush is not the right word I should use for that. Gush is, it does feel like the appropriate term though. Alright, in you go. Get in there. Spices and all. I keep referring to things as spices and junk now because that's what I labeled all my spices as when I was packing things up. So, in you go, spices and junk. Yoink. Oh no. Okay, I feel like there should be a slower speed than this. How you doing, cookie dough? Vibing, chilling, having a good time, not exploding everywhere. God, I didn't even realize I said it that time. It's like not even speed 1. It goes from stir to speed 2, and I'm like, what the fuck does stir mean? Because it's not what I think. I add the rest of it. The rest of the spices and junk. Put away the spices and junk because now we're done with these. You go in there, and you go in there, and I don't need you guys anymore. I don't need this technically, but I'm gonna keep it over here. I should refill these, but I'm not going to right now. It's a later problem, for later. Alright. I think that's good. I'm gonna have to make these ones a little smaller, but I think that's good because they're like, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I can only eat so much of a gingerbread cookie or like a ginger spice cookie because it's just so gingery. But that is a good consistency. I'm proud of myself. Hitting it. Thank you, Zanzibat, I believe is how you pronounce that. I gotta, trying to get the bowl out. Am I doing this wrong? My mixer's like, nah, you insulted me one too many times. Now you can't get the bowl out. What is happening? Guys, guys. Am I doing it the wrong way? Is that why I'm being bad? Also, thank you, Huffle Tori. Hidden! Got it. Shut up, I know my lefts and rights. I do not. I've had multiple conversations with my boyfriend that I don't know my lefts and my rights. And, my boyfriend was making fun of me for it while my mom was here, and my mom's like, oh yeah, like, that's totally normal, like, my mom's like, I have a type of dyslexia that I can't tell my rights from my lefts, and I'm like, you're waiting until now to tell me this? My entire life, I've been told, make an L with your hands, and I'm like, they both make L's. I eventually am like, oh, which one do I write with a pencil? But I'm like, this also feels comfortable, so, I don't know, maybe I'm just bad. Alright, I'm actually gonna bring out another tray. Cover it in parchment paper, which I did not put away. I don't know, that's what she told me, is the dyslexic thing. I did see someone have a tattoo that's like little L's and R's, and I'm like, I feel like that would be really helpful, but also, it's the L you can read. I can read both of them, okay? I feel like, I don't know. One of them is technically wrong, but in like a split moment of someone being like, oh, we're in a car, I'm the passenger, and they're like, oh, okay, which way do I turn, right and left? And like, they're approaching the intersection, I panic and I'm like, fuck, oh, sure, left, and then it's not left. Alright, back to hand rolling. I think these ones are gonna be 175. Let me get you the action part. Maybe like, this is good? Okay, that is 100 grams. Maybe 175 is a little less than I thought. 180? 180 is good. Hit it. I'm just grabbing it in with my hands. You can read upside down? That sounds cool. I feel like I would be able... I think I can read upside down. I feel like there have been enough of those posts on the internet that are like, oh, if you can read this, you're special. And I'm like, I damn well know I'm special. For multiple reasons. Alright, there's 2. I really hope I have enough. I at least want to be able to, like, make as much as I need and, like, 1 mini cookie, because I at least want to try it. The thing that I think I hated the most about working at a bakery was that I would make all these foods and then I wouldn't be able to eat them or try them afterwards. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? I put my heart, soul, and spite into this cookie, and now I don't even get to eat it? It's a ripoff. I mean, I technically could eat it, but, like, then I would have to put in more effort to make another one. Like, if it were a pie, well, if it were a cookie, I would just be able to eat one, but, like, I wouldn't be able to eat all 145 of them like I want to. There is 4 there, and then I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 6. I'm doing math. Don't worry about it. No, it's baking with spite. Everyone that works in a professional kitchen is not putting love into your food. That's your grandma. Your grandma makes good food because she puts love into it. Home bakers, they make good food because they put love into their food. If you go to a professional kitchen, everything is being made out of spite. And that's even better. You don't think Gordon Ramsay is going around here, like, baking things with love? He's making them with spite, and that's why he's such a great chef. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That is what the baker's dozen is for. You're right, DD Stubbs. Also, welcome to the stream. So glad to have you here. Alright, that's good. But also, a baker's doesn't really count when you just pre-make all of your cookie doughs in like 22 quart buckets. I want to say container, but like it was a bucket. You know those like giant buckets that have like the sticker on the side that says, "Hey, don't leave your kids unattended in this because they're gonna fall, and if there's water on the inside, they're gonna drown." Fill those with cookie dough. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I love streaming, but I'm so glad this is the last part. And I'm so glad I get to eat cookies after this. Professionals do stuff for money. You're right. There can't be any love involved when it's purely for cash. I have 8 down, an amount to go. I understand math. I understand math to a certain extent. For example, I very much understand addition and subtraction, and I'm really good at long division. But when it comes to multiplication, I'm garbage. Absolute garbage. Because when I was in 1st grade, I went to public school. And then my teachers are like, wow, she's advanced for her age because she understands how to spell, I don't know, sandwich as a 1st grader. So they're like, oh my god, our kid is advanced. Let's put her into private school. And then they sent me to Catholic school. And while I was learning like addition and subtraction in 1st grade, in public school, in private school, in 2nd grade, they were learning long division. And I'm like, hold up. We missed a couple steps. I don't understand what's going on here. So I never technically learned how to multiply because I just missed that whole section of mathematics where they learn their multiplication tables. Never did that. They sped through that with me because they're like, hey, by the way, you're going to need to know this for a lot of things. And I'm like, I'm in 2nd grade. There are much bigger problems at hand than multiplication. Like the newest Silly Bands bracelet. Hidden it. I don't know if I feel like I was gonna make a TikTok about this and then I didn't, but you guys remember Silly Bands? I had a Silly Band that it was a dragon. It was given to me by my elementary school boyfriend at the time, Eric, if you're still out there. We had the cutest elementary school relationship ever. But he gave me like this giant bracelet, and I remembered it so much that when my mom pulled out, like, this was literally like last year, like during quarantine or something. So maybe like 2 years ago. But my mom pulled out the bag of Silly Bands, and I remembered that Silly Band. So much so that I went through like all of the Silly Bands and found it, and the second I put it on my wrist, it snapped. So that's what kicked my ass into adulthood. They're like, sorry, your childhood's over. Goodbye, Silly Band dragon bracelet. You gotta be an adult now. Yeah, division is easier for some reason. I don't know, I kind of have fun doing like long division. There are some things where I'm like, I don't understand why I find this enjoyable. Because it's like learning. And like, learning is fun on occasion, but like, other times it's just like, no. Like, I do Sudoku in my free time. Like, I will get insanely just out of my mind high and just play Sudoku for like 3 hours. And it's a great time. Like, I have an app on my phone. I think I completed like the 1 expert level mode in like a solid 7 minutes, and I've never been more proud of myself. But it's just so random. I'm like, Sudoku? Really? And being thrusted into adulthood, fight it. Dude, I'm trying. I watched Chowder this morning. Like, I have been going through like a kick of like old children's TV shows that I used to watch. And not even children's TV shows, but like, while I was packing up all of my stuff, and like the days leading up to me moving, I was watching all of the Total Drama TV show, like Total Drama Island, Total Drama Action, Total Drama Revenge of the Island. Like, I was binge watching all of those for a solid good while. And like, I don't know, the nostalgia of it, like my boyfriend keeps being like, oh, like, let's watch a movie. And I'm like, let's watch, I don't know, Victorious. Like, let me regress back into my childhood. Alright, how many more do I need? 8? 8 more cookie balls. I think I have enough. It might be a stretch. I might have to steal from the others. Yeah. Little less. Little less. That one's good. I'm trying to like scrape up the sides. Because this one actually fully incorporated because I didn't shove a shit ton of flour into it like I did the last cookie. But I'm not looking at anyone in particular. Just myself in the viewfinder. Alright, that one's too much. Too much. There we go. That's probably better. Almost there. Slowly but surely. Making my way through the cookies, rolling fast, faces past. And get all the cookie dough off the paddle, I guess. That would be helpful. There we go. There we go. I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, thank you, Phil. Always appreciate it. Alright. Last cookie dough balls. I need 4 more, but I don't think I'm actually going to be able to get 4 more, which is a problem. But it's fine. Fuck. Drink. I can't drink water right now because I have cookie dough hands, but y'all have to drink water now. Alright. I think I might be able to get like 1 more out of this, but then I think I'm gonna have to steal from the other cookie dough balls. Possibly. How much is this? Or I could just scrape the sides with something, you know, other than my hand. Everyone's just calling me out. I love it. That is not enough. So let me scrape off my hands, get an actual... Oh no, wait, I don't have to scrape off my hands because I have this. Get down there. Scrape you. Hit it. Alright. So I think... There we go. A little less. Hip a bit. Also, thank you, Explosive Florist. I'm just imagining, like, someone in a greenhouse being like, oh my god, you're a florist? And you're like, an exploding florist, and then the entire greenhouse just blows up. Anyway, I think some of these I did make a little bigger than 80 grams, so I'm gonna try to get as much as I can from these other ones. This is what happens when you run out of butter. How many am I making? I'm making 6 dozen. I need 2 more. Because I need 2 more. I ran out of dough. I have a little bit more at the bottom here. Let me try this out. How much does this get me? Bam. 37. Okay, back to slightly dismembering these cookies. That one's good. Oh, from the Disney Atlantis movie. It's been a while since I've seen that, but now that I'm on the kick of old Disney shows, like, also I started watching The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody too. That's another show that I've been binge watching as a child. Or I binge watched as a child, and I am currently binge watching now as well. Okay, this is at 82 now. 81. Where are we at now? 60. Get that. And that. Okay. I think I'm just going to be one short. I think someone's just going to be one gingerbread cookie short. And unfortunately, I don't get any mini cookies, so... The dough in there tastes good. So... There we go. But, like, I can't... I mean, I guess I could go again. I don't know. No, I'll do it. Alright, we're going to 75 now. 75 grams is how much the cookies are going to be, because I said it was going to be 75. And then I thought that was, I don't know. How about everyone is one short and you eat the rest? You're a smart person. A smart person. You're right. You know what? It's fine. They're going to get the cookies. They're going to watch the stream anyway. They're going to be like, that makes sense. So here we are. So I just... This goes here. God damn it, did I say it again? Now all these times I keep, like, not noticing me saying it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everyone gets one but then I just get so many mini cookies. No, it's too late. I've already started measuring out a little bit more. This one's 80. Back down. Oh, Mason's here. Hello, buddy. How are you doing? I would pick you up and show you to the camera, but my hands are covered in cookie dough. So unfortunately, I cannot do that. I don't know. You might be able to hear him scream though. Meow meow. Meow. He's like, you're not paying attention to me. And also, I think I dropped a little bit of cookie dough on him, but he's fine. I'm so glad you hear him. Because we've... What? Yeah, I know, you're here now. What's up? Can I offer you a gingerbread cookie? No? That's fair. I feel like most of the spike... I don't know. Like, I know what things are bad for cats, but... There are some things where I'm like, I feel like this might be bad for cats. And I feel like cinnamon and or all of these spices are bad for cats. Alright, we're at 40 now for the last one. A little bit less. I'm trying to look at, like, which ones I think are the big ones, but also I'm like, oh, this one's big, and it's not. What about this one? This one? This one. This one. I just started randomly grabbing from, like, here. I started randomly grabbing cookies. Yeah, cloves and allspice. Yeah, no, so we're not giving Mason any cookies. Because that would be a bad time. Alright, are we good now? Is that enough? No. What about now? Also no. You're at 75, you're at 78. 75. 74. 74. 79. 74. Alright, are you at 75?
Amanda, cookies are bad for people. Only in certain amounts. For example, 6 dozen cookies should not be eaten by one person. But, I mean, I made all of them, so... Unfortunately, I do not get any mini cookies of this one. But we have the candy cane and we have the candy cane and the hot chocolate, so those are good. So I'm gonna put these somewhere else. I gotta freeze all these. I gotta figure out how to freeze them. But back to our mini cookies. The hot chocolate ones I'm gonna put over here. Candy cane ones here. I'm gonna press them down a little bit. And for some reason, these were the only candy canes I could find at the grocery store. Well, not the only candy canes, but the only, like, candy canes. Like, the rest of them were... I don't even know. They were like, oh, like candy cane, but they're like Jolly Rancher flavored, so they're like green apple and blue raspberry. I'm like, I want mint candy canes. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to find. But apparently, mint candy canes are going extinct. I don't know, but I am gonna open these up. These are also the good candy canes. I got you guys the good shit. I'm gonna throw. I'll just do one for now. Throw a candy cane in a bag, seal it up, and now we kindly and very gently. God, my neighbors are gonna hate me. In the bag when I did that, but it's fine. I'm gonna take these, sprinkle a little bit of candy cane crushed upness on them, and then it's time for the oven. God damn it, did I say it again? I'm not even noticing at this point. I was noticing for a little bit, and then now I got nothing. Alright. I'll put them in the oven. See what happens. In you go. I'm also baking some of them off because I don't actually know like the temperature and the time to bake these for, so I'm putting them in at 350. I'm gonna do... How much? How long? I think I'll do 4 minutes and then look at them and rotate them and then maybe another 4 minutes. Because they're very tiny cookies. I can't imagine they would take that long. Alright. Flour. Oh god. Sugar. Everything's going back. We're cleaning. Alright, this has a little bit of candy cane dust on it. It's fine. That time I heard it. That was it. We're back to noticing now. Alright, put the candy canes back. I'll deal with this stuff later because I gotta make small containers of it to give to people. Doesn't need to be on stream. I throw this in with the other dishes. This is fine. This is still clean because I didn't use the dough hook. Good job, me. I guess where do I want to keep the scale now that, now that I actually know where it is? I guess I'll just put it down here. Parchment paper, I no longer need. Throw it there. Clean off the table a little bit. Put my ring back on because it's no longer serious time. Gotta figure out where things go again. Alright, let me... Yeah, we're taking the ring back off because I guess it's serious time again. But I'm gonna move some of my stuff so I can clean the countertop. To a certain extent. And it doesn't need to be pristine, I just need it to be functioning. What happened to you? Excuse me. There we go, question mark. I say as I cannot see myself nor the screen that I use to see if I am in frame. Wipe the table down of all of my mistakes so no one knows that I made mistakes. And when I say no one knows, I mean it's almost like I did this on camera, live. No one needs to know the mistakes. Again, I keep pushing this into my hand, but like literally if I pushed it this way, it's in the garbage. That's specifically why I put the garbage here, because I'm like, oh, I can just like wipe everything off of the table into the garbage, and then I have not yet done that a single time. Also, there's flour all over my laptop. Don't worry about it. My first emote needs to be, dog with a shot glass. A good time. Go that in there. I guess I'll scrub it down a little bit. Never mind, that is my timer. How are the mini cookies doing? They're spreading. So I am gonna rotate them. Grab you. Grab you. Do a little rotitty. And who is emailing me? Everyone, but I refuse to acknowledge them. I don't know why, like my my email gets me like so just, I don't know. Like no one important's really emailing me, but like every time I just get like over like 15 emails, I'm like, I refuse to read a single email. I refuse to even open up my inbox, and then all of a sudden it gets to like 30 or 45 emails, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Half of them are just like promotional stuff, but like, I don't know. What's the fate of the Walmart table? The Walmart table is now technically a desk. For my boyfriend's tabletop thing. I don't know, his desktop. That's the word I'm looking for. See, I am a streamer. I know the streamer lingo. I know the technologically savvy terminology. I think between emails I have 3,500. Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, I should just let it go, but then I'm like, what happens if someone important emails me or like something important happens, and then I'm like, oh shit, it's been like 4 days since I've opened my email, so that's a problem. Alright. Cookies are baking. They may or may not have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. In the meantime, I guess I'll try to figure out what to do with the cookie doughs. Give me a moment. I just gotta move stuff around in my freezer. And then I think I can fit things in. You can go up there. You can go over here. Maybe? Yeah. You go there. Just got a bunch of ice cube trays. There's supposed to be a tray in this freezer. The old tenants actually, that's the one thing they took with them, apparently, was the shelf to the fucking freezer, so now I just have a giant empty freezer. I can't fit my chicken strips in. No. Never mind, I got it. Not giving up the Tyson. Not the nuggies. Okay, yeah, this is a problem. I know you can't see what's happening, and I'm literally just narrating it to you, but I can assure you that it is a problem. Throw those in there. That's good for now, I guess. I'll throw another sheet of parchment on top. They do fit in my freezer, but my inbox is at 0 reads. And yeah, no, that's how I feel. I'm like, if my inbox for emails is over like 30 emails, I go into a panic and I speed read all of them. Shush, I'm trying to do things. Alright, how the cookies doing? How you looking? Ooh. Are you done? Yes, no, maybe. I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes. Just because then that's 10 minutes and that makes sense. 2 more minutes while I try to figure out how to shove the rest of this into my freezer. It's a struggle. I'm literally like taking them off one of the sheet trays, like the snickerdoodle one, or not the snickerdoodle, the gingerbread one. I keep saying snickerdoodle because they look like snickerdoodle cookies because they're not made with molasses, but they have all the spices of a gingerbread cookie. I don't know. But I'm like taking them off this tray because they don't fit on this tray. Or this tray doesn't fit in my freezer. They fit, except nothing else in my freezer fits now. Alright. I would show you this setup, but it's the weirdest setup ever. And I feel like if I show anyone, they'll be very concerned. But you know what? It's fine. Shh. I'm doing things right now. I'm trying to figure out how to balance doesn't even fit. Okay. My freezer is open. Shush. I said shush. Alright. Taking things out of the oven. Yeah. I think they're ready. Give you a little peek. The hot chocolate cookies are a little flat. That is fine. But candy cane cookies look really nice. I will let those set and sit. I will try one for you, but first, again, I gotta figure out what the fuck's going on with my oven. Like, everything fits, the door just doesn't close. So, I put everything on a second baking tray because things would fit in my oven if I had a second shelf in my freezer. But this one does not fit in my freezer, so let me find a smaller tray. This is so goddamn chaotic. You're welcome. Goddamn it, did I say it again? Alright, let me try to use this as a makeshift freezer tray. Or maybe I should just put all this stuff on the bottom? Lord Jesus, what is happening with my life? I don't know. Everything in here that's currently in here is not very important to me. I'm literally just over here struggling. I guess I'm having fucking corn dogs for dinner because they don't fit in my freezer. So, corn dogs it is. And the oven's already basically preheated, so... 375. Get those in there. Should put parchment paper down because it's already out. Mini corn dogs. Forgot they were in a bag. Mini corn dogs. Everything else is basically like ice packs and ice. So I don't need to keep those in the freezer, but everything else fits. I could just put a sheet tray on top, but kind of running out of sheet trays. I'm just gonna... Hey look, it's the cookies. I'm figuring things out. Give me one second. Yeah, sure. Fuck it, why not has been the mood of my life. I'm gonna preheat the oven for mini corn dogs, and I'm gonna try these cookies. Years of Tetris had prepared me for that moment, but I think I'm gonna try one of the candy cane cookies first. Tastes like a candy cane. Am I gonna be streaming tomorrow? Probably. Do I know what? No. And now that I am completely out of butter, I'll figure it out. I do want to make homemade candy canes. Because I know how to do that, and I've done that before. And now that I've been talking about candy canes for this long, I think I might make homemade candy canes tomorrow. Or if I don't make anything tomorrow, I'll definitely do like a gaming stream. Because there have been a couple of games that I've been waiting to play for stream. Specifically Shadow of Loathing. Because I loved West of Loathing so much. Yeah. Candy cane cookie. And it tastes like a cookie. Now I guess the marshmallow cookies. Which the marshmallows, they are in there, but you're a coloring stream? Might do a coloring stream. It's just kind of whatever I want. I think the marshmallows got a little caramelized in the middle, but they're still good. Heck yeah. Alright, well, I made cookies. I'm gonna throw my corn dogs in the oven. How long do they take? I threw away the box. 10 to 12 minutes. I'm gonna throw my mini corn dogs in the oven. Here's the plan. We're talking about a plan. Eye contact. I'm gonna put my mini corn dogs in the oven. I'm going to do dishes for 10 to 12 minutes. Probably 12 minutes. I'm just gonna set it for 12 minutes anyway. I'm gonna put mini corn dogs in the oven for 12 minutes. During that 12 minutes, I am going to do dishes. After that 12 minutes is up, the stream is done. Plan? Alright, mini corn dogs. In the oven. That is my biggest baking tray, which means my biggest baking tray does in fact fit in my oven. I'm gonna move you over here. So we can be closer while I do the dishes. There we go. Okay, we're doing dishes. At least for like 10 minutes. I'm also gonna set you up so you're not just staring at my ass the whole time I'm doing dishes. That's weird. Alright. Dishes. I also want my scrub daddy though, because scrub daddy. Dishes time. I'm gonna do some of them. Am I gonna do all of them? Probably not. It's fine. Drink. There we go. So what's everyone gonna do tonight? I'm probably gonna continue watching BoJack Horseman because my boyfriend's never seen it, and I'm like, why? Do you want to be emotionally scarred for the rest of your life? And he's like, no. And I said, well, sit down and shut up because I'm already watching it. I just keep commenting things being like, oh, she wants to be an architect that I know are going to hit him a lot later. A good time. I probably also should have put away the dishes that were already clean, but a later problem for a later time. I should also like set up my phone because I can read chat with that instead of just blind and aimlessly talking. Yeah, I do like this thing, but I don't think I'm ever gonna use it again because I never really used it before. Like this thing. that like protects the inside of the mixer or my table on the outside. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not good at words after a certain point. I'm trying my hardest, but that still doesn't mean it's gonna happen. Remember, guys, English is my first and only language, and I still don't know how to speak it. Since it's 3 a.m., why is it 3 a.m. where you are? I don't even know what time zone that is, but also, I think it might be bedtime. You know, like in 10 minutes when my mini corn dogs are done, and the stream is over. Then you can go to sleep. Washing things to the best of my ability, which, not gonna lie, is not very good, but everything's okay. Everything's okay. Not fine. Everything's okay. There are synonyms I can use for the non-drinking aspect of this. Magic? Magic is always a good name for things. The only time, like, I'm fine with doing dishes if it's, like, on, like, I want to say on, like, a need-to-know basis, but that's not what I'm trying to think of. When it's, like, you do it as they come, like, oh, like, I made myself coffee and, like, had something for breakfast. So it's really easy for me to just wash at that one point, like, that singular coffee mug and that singular, plate. But, like, once there gets, like, more than 5 dishes in the sink, I cannot function. I'm like, I don't want to do this because there's so many, and there could only be 6. And I'm like, no, that's still too many. I just want to do the 2 that I did. But the problem when it comes to baking is all of a sudden you make one thing and you have 20 dishes. And you're like, how did we get here? I don't know how we got here, but I am not having a good time. Bowl. Scrub my bench scraper. It's clean. This one bowl is now clean. You have a dishwasher and still don't do yours? Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, there were some places that were nice and they had dishwashers, but they weren't really what I wanted. And I'm like, I'm not gonna get an apartment specifically because it has a dishwasher. Because I can do dishes myself. I never want to. But to be fair, I no longer have a job, so I feel like I can do this one thing. Like, if I could do my dishes while I had a job, I can do my dishes when I don't have a job. Also, this is not my cup. This is my mom's cup, and she just left it here, so now it's mine. It's a big buddy. From, I think these are from Quick Trip. You guys know Quick Trip, the Midwestern gas station? They have the best food. And you can't tell me otherwise. Out of every gas station available, Quick Trip has the best food. Like the hot and ready stuff. Oh my god. Their cheesy potato spuds. 10 out of 10. Also, hello Spike Summer. Welcome to the stream. I read your comment, but I just saw over there your first time chatter, and I wanted to say welcome. Also, my scoop is still broken. Look at that. Like, that's not right. That's not right at all. I'm not gonna wash it. I'm just gonna throw it away because it's broken. A win for me. Dick, you're here. cream dip. You made it just in time for dishes and mini corn dogs. And a mug that says Witch's Brew and looks like a cauldron. How much longer do my mini corn dogs have? I'm sick of doing dishes. Setting the bar very low here. Well, I mean, to be fair, Quick Trip is a gas station, and out of all the other gas stations, Quick Trip has the best food. Because my mom works there. That's so aggressive. Alright, how much longer? 3 minutes. I don't want to do dishes anymore. It's not even that much. To be fair, I technically did like half of the dishes. So I don't think I should do the other half. I'll do them after I eat mini corn dogs, but that's later and a later problem. A later problem, for later. Or I make my boyfriend do them. And he's gonna be like, no, because you just streamed and you just made all of these dishes. And out of everything you made today, I get to eat maybe 2 mini cookies. And you know what? That's valid. But also rude. Alright. I'm just kind of focusing on all the dishes that I made, like, within the last 3 hours. Because everything else, that's been sitting there. That's been caked on. That's been, you know, just sitting there, getting gross. These I just made. These are easy to wipe out. Again, a lot with the, if you do them as you go, so much easier, but also my brain does not function like that. So now here we are. We can't have a later without problems. You're right. There's no later, just later problems. It's been 3 minutes yet. I don't want to do dishes anymore. I told myself I'll do dishes for 12 minutes, and apparently it's too much for me. I just want my mini corn dogs. I'm so excited for mini corn dogs, but also the only reason I'm making mini corn dogs is because that was the only thing that no longer fit in my freezer. With all the cookie dough balls. Get in there. Okay, I'm gonna do this bowl and that bowl, and then I'm done. Done, you hear me? Done. Except not done, because there's still like half a sink full of dishes. Okay, I'm also gonna wash the paddle attachment, because that is something very much that was a me thing. Heck yeah! Mini corn dogs? Done? What, is future me gonna come and do them to make it clean now? Yeah, future me, not gonna lie, past me is a dick. Future me, but also does not give me any favors, so it's all for one and one for all in this past, present, and future universe. There are my mini corn dogs. And just as I finished up with this bowl, maybe I can pawn off. Hold on, I gotta find a towel to draw off my hands. Maybe I can convince my boyfriend that if I put the dishes away, he can actually wash the rest of the dishes. Also, I made him mini corn dogs, so I don't know how he's gonna pretend that I'm not. I don't know. I don't know where to put this now. I'm just gonna pull the mini corn dogs out of the oven.
And done.
Mini corn dogs are done. Dishes are sort of done. Throw this away. Finish up cleaning in here by literally just putting this parchment paper away. And this. But yeah. That is it for today's stream. This was really fun. I'm really excited to see what. Now, God, the lighting in this is absolutely awful, but I also just cleaned this table, so I'm gonna sit on it because I fucking love sitting on kitchen counters. Also just gonna hold this. So thank you guys so much for watching and so much for being here. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more because this is my plan for doing things. Am I liking the new kitchen setup? I am, very much so. I'm literally like sitting on the kitchen counter right now. But hello, Phil's daughter. I don't know your name, but hello. But thank you guys so much for watching and so much for being here. I'll probably stream tomorrow around 5-ish Central Standard Time. Don't know how long I'm gonna stream, but it's probably gonna be a while. Kelly, hello Kelly. But yeah, that's it for today's stream. If you're watching and you have a message for me in your whispers, congratulations, you won cookie dough. But also, if people don't contact me back about the cookie dough, check your inbox because you might be getting cookie dough. But thank you so much for watching and so much for being here, and I will see you guys when I see you guys next. Bye, goodbye.